Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Great Turkey Pond. It's a really nice, small little pond in Concord, New Hampshire. You can see the mountains in the background, surrounded by trees. It's a really nice lake. And I know what you're thinking, if you've been to Concord, you didn't see any pond that you could actually water ski in, right? I mean, where can that possibly exist? Well, the reason why you don't know about it is because this right here, Jim Degnan, is the only man brave enough to actually back his boat down this makeshift launch ramp. And as you can see right there, there are giant rocks. I mean, and they're boulders. And this video doesn't really do it justice, but you can see his truck just getting tossed around by him, and it gives you kind of an idea of what we're dealing with here. But it works out pretty well, actually. It creates a nice natural barricade. And I mean, I've never seen another motorboat out there, ever. The only thing that I've ever seen out there are kayaks and stuff like that. Actually, the St. Paul School crew team rows out there.
This is Kenny getting ready
Oh,
at Turkey Pond, July 30th, 2009.
I got ready in the water last time. All right, that was Jesse. That's one of Jim's friends. I know him through Jim also. He's the one who's going to be shooting this video for us. He skis also, but he's on caliber with Jim and not me. He's much better than I am. But you see, this is me. I mean, I'm not great. This is me getting kind of warmed up. This is my first run, so I'm kind of crouched over, trying to get the feel of things again. And this is I guess a little more of the first run right here. Starting to get a little better feel for it. And I can't do the slalom course, so this is what I do. I jump. And look at that. That's like 1.5 foot air, man. That's killer air right there. It's so much fun. Yeah, woohoo is right, Jim. Woohoo is right. Alright, so here's me on my second run, and I should mention that this pond, there's a lot of milfoil in it, and there's a lot of like lily pads and stuff like that. But most of it is along the edges of the pond. And there, you can see it right there. There goes a lily pad. Watch this. My ski just tore it right out of the water. But because I don't ski the course, which is right in the middle of the pond where none of the is, I have to ski the outside of it, around the edges. So I'm usually in the lettuce a little more than other people. But it's all right, as long as I just try not to fall in it. I try not to try anything stupid when I'm right in the middle of that stuff, because I mean, it's really pretty thick. Now, Jim, before this run, he told me to. He told me that he was going to change the setting so that the wake of the boat would be longer. And what it ideally would do is make it so that if I jump over the wake, because the wake's there, it will give me a nicer landing pad, so to speak, on the other side. So it'd be like up one side and down the other. So I thought, all right, let's give it a shot. I'll try. Normally I can let go. This is fun, but I was going to try to hold on this time. This is what happens. Alright, here it comes. It's on this one right here. Didn't work so well. Not for me anyway. You can see my front ski gets caught, and then my face just goes right into the water. I mean, that was a head-first slam doing about, I don't know, I was probably crossing that wave at like 35 or something like that. And that did not feel good. I mean, my bell was wrong. I mean, I felt, that it hurt a lot. My neck is still sore, and I'm doing this video like cheater. But I didn't stop. And that voice right there that you may have just heard is Jim saying, I had him at 23, which means he had me at 23 miles an hour. But when I was in the water after I just took that big spill, he's like, hey, do you want me to bump it up and go faster? And I was like, hey, yeah, I just tore my face off into the water, and I'd love to go faster. So that's what I did. I bumped up to 25, which is actually better. You really do, you feel like you have more momentum when you're getting pulled. Yeah, notice I didn't jump on that one. I was a little beat. You feel like you got more momentum when you're pulling across the lake. And if you're going really slow, you're waiting for the boat to catch up with you. And I guess this is my last run. This is the one I'm most. Look at that sunset right there. It's so beautiful. It's like 7:15 at night right now. on a Wednesday, midweek. So, and the temperature was perfect. It was like 85 out. The water temperature was like 75. It was just the absolute most perfect day to be out there. But yeah, this is the run I'm most proud of. I think this is the best run that I've ever had on the pond. I could really start to get my momentum. You can see me. I'm not really spending much time going straight. I'm pretty much spending a lot of time going back and forth, except for when we're turning around at the edge of the pond. So I don't really mess around there because the centrifugal force really pulls you hard when you're going around that corner. I mean, speed is 25, but when you're going around those corners like that, you're doing like 40, and I don't really want to fall off at 40. And just so you know, for future reference, when I showed some of Jim's stuff, his boat speed is 36, I think, or 38 or something like that. And he was telling me that he probably goes close to 60 when he gets pulled across the lake like that. He is really hauling ass. And you'll see in a minute. That's a buoy course in the background. You can see those two markers that are in pairs. Those are the center channels. And you'll see at the end of this clip. Yeah, alright, see, I'm done now. And I didn't really do anything crazy on that jump. I was just happy to get out. And that was the head tap, universal signifier, I'm done. But, alright, so there's these two center channels. The boat travels through those. And then on the right and the left side, you can see orange buoys. Now, they stagger them. There's not one at every pass. They alternate. And they're about 30 feet away from the center channel, I think. So what Jim's going to try to do is we're going to keep the boat in the middle of that channel. And then Jim's going to try to loop around each one of those buoys, going back and forth.
Here we go.
And in a tournament setting, you get points for each buoy that you hit. And in some circumstances, you also get points if you hit the center gate, too, that the boat travels through. So you'll see, once Jim hits the 55 marker, which is right now, he's going to pull out to get momentum. He's not passing it there. And then he's just going to come flying back across. Hit that buoy. And then hit buoy number 2 right there. And he's going to hit buoy number 3 right there. And number 4. And so on. And he's moving, like I say, close to 60. And now, just compare it with me. I mean, even listen to the sound of the boat. And I'm going to come back to Jim's clip in a minute. I mean, just hear how low the boat is. And just look at the water, the way the water is not spraying, and how slow I'm moving. And also look how far away from the boat I am. I mean, you can't even really see the tail of the boat right here. Because his rope is so much shorter, and that keeps you going faster. And look at this. I mean, he's almost lying on the water right there. He's turning so sharp, and his ski is pretty much perpendicular to the water too. And it's just a thing to watch in person. The first time I saw it, I'd never seen anything like it. I was just like, I did not expect that. Ow! And Jim did not expect that. He does not fall very often, and he really kind of screwed himself up here. He bounces once, bounces twice, and then the second bounce rolls him over, and then he finally slams into the water. You'll see it again. And he was telling me that this was really. I took one big slap in the face, and it was over. But he was just turned around. I mean, he twisted them all up, is I think what he said. It's pretty bad. All right, and that's pretty much it for the ski clips. These are just a couple of sunset clips from the way out. That's Jesse doing his final run. He was the last skier, so we were out of there by close to 8 o'clock. And that's it. Great Turkey Pond. Lovely place. Thanks for watching.